Good afternoon, everyone. This is Amon Wallace, Legends from the Past and Future, broadcasting live over Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are here with a true legend, Mr. Jeff Brown. So, Jeff, welcome, welcome to the show, Jeff.
Thank you, man. We're trying to get it together.
I think we may have it this time, Jeff. I
I
think
hope
we
so,
may
man.
have
It's technology, boy. It's something else, man.
it.
Tell you, it's something else.
Hey, but you know what? It's good to have patience, man. It's really
Yeah. Oh, that's required, man. If you want to deal with this, you got to have patience, man.
absolutely, man.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
Well, let's travel back, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Uh, Born in Baltimore, raised in Annapolis, and spent a significant amount of my days growing up in Harlem, which is where I personally know I got most of my cultivation from in terms of some of the things that I'm into, like the theater and a little bit of fashion and definitely music. So you know, um, here in Annapolis, Fourth Ward, I'm a Fourth Warder at
Oh,
Ashley
don't say
Park
that, bro.
Elementary. Then we moved to Eastport. Went to Eastport Elementary, Tyler Heights.
Yeah,
Then from there, Annapolis Junior High and Annapolis High.
awesome, awesome. Now, growing up, uh, you played a lot of sports, bro.
Hmm.
What is the one sport that stood out with you the most?
Well, I started in baseball. Started playing baseball first,
Mm.
organized baseball. Mr. Al Hopkins, the former mayor of the city back in the day, he was the coach. Of course, you would know something about that because we
Yes,
were on the same team.
absolutely.
And uh, I played baseball all the way to Pony League. And during that time, I also played a little football for Eastport. I
Mm.
think I played for Renegades. And then moving to basketball, started that at Eastport Elementary as well, second grade, I believe. But that's the sport I would stick with. When I got in high school, um, I stopped playing football and baseball and just basically stuck with my basketball.
Okay, okay. That's interesting, man. You were a very talented baseball player. How did you choose basketball over baseball?
I don't know. I guess when I developed the hoop game, when I developed the basketball game, and you start playing, you're doing that basically year round. Baseball, in this area is basically a spring summer sport.
Right.
And I think my interest in basketball just overtook my interest in baseball. I wouldn't say I regret it, but I wish now, when I look back, that I had played baseball in high school and basketball in high school. So it was
Yeah.
just an interest. Watching, started watching it on TV. Watching my favorite players, Dr. J.
Hmm.
Growing up in Annapolis, playing in the summer, played in the summer league when I was 12, 13, when it was at Eastport. Started
Okay.
out with Mount Moriah. Michael Isaac was the coach. I played with Leslie Stanton, Steve Henderson, the late Henderson team. Mike,
Hey,
yeah. But so just basketball, basically between the Annapolis Junior High and downtown at the rec center.
okay, okay, okay. Just let you know a little bit, and let the audience know. You are freezing up here and there. We're gonna get through this, though, Jeff. Okay, are you with me, Jeff? Can you hear me? Ladies and gentlemen, we are having technical difficulties once again, but we're gonna get through this. Jeff, are you with me? Jeff, yeah.
It must be something with them, man.
Say it again. I'm not exactly sure, but some kind of way we're gonna make it through this, Jeff. We have to. You are you with me? Jeff? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry for the problem that we've encountered today. We try to get through this interview, but maybe we can get Jeff back at a later date. Again, I apologize for the technical difficulties that we've had. This would have been a great one, but I will invite Jeff back in the future so that we can get through this. Okay. In the meantime, next week we're gonna have our next Wednesday. We'll be back 8 o'clock Wednesday night, and we'll have Miss Donna McGowan, Coach Donna McGowan on. So be looking for what I'll be posting in regards to Donna and my host, Miss Jeannie Day. She will be with me. And unfortunately, there's no cash giveaway today. Sorry for that, but there's no cash giveaway today. Okay, we'll resume that on Wednesday and leading up to something big for Christmas. So more to follow. Stick with me on that. Again, I do apologize for the difficulties that we had today. But for the ones that came on, thank you for coming. And I will be looking for you this coming Wednesday, next Wednesday. Peace.
Me, Arm.
I can hear you now. Yeah.
I don't understand. Once we get going, it gets. What is that?
Huh?
Once you get started, then you say it freezes up.
Yeah. It started freezing, and then I couldn't.
So that's my phone.
Yeah. Yeah. But that. Oh, those are the problems that we encounter when we use cell phones. But sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
All right. But let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can resume this since you're on. Okay. So we were talking about some of the people who pretty much you looked up to growing up, who had an impact on your basketball as well as baseball.
When it comes to baseball, it was just us out there playing. When it comes to basketball, and at Annapolis Junior High in the 7th grade, I was the only 7th grader to make the varsity, and so that's when I started paying attention, to cats that I was, playing with in the summertime, like Brewer Gray, Jeff Brooks, Henry Downs, Rick Amos. But the most the in the city. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, the most influential player for me growing up was Dale Solomon.
Wow.
Dale was like, I modeled my game after Dale as much as I could, even as far as going to weigh number 35 for the 3 years I played varsity at Annapolis. And, I don't mind saying that because Dale was probably one of the best players to come out of the city. I mean, everything. I mean, and then to be around him and Rick and watch them do what they did and wasn't a whole lot of conversation about what we did. We just played. But to be able to watch Dale, man, and see how he played, being 6'8", he could play with his back to the basket, and he could play facing the basket. You didn't find too many guys back then who had that type of ability. Dale get in that corner and shoot that jump shot, that was gold, So Dale Solomon probably was the most influential player for me growing up in the city of Annapolis.
Yeah, he was an amazing athlete. There's one name I didn't hear you mention though, and that's none other than Kevin Slade.
Well, see, Kevin was like my mentor, but Kevin, I looked at Kevin more so when he played football.
Okay.
When we played, I only played basketball against Kevin in summer league. Kevin was like, I remember when I lost my mom. He was looking when I was my sophomore year in college. And when he finally, he was looking for me because, he wanted to make sure I was okay. But Kevin was a little special to me, man. Kevin, Kevin's aunt and my uncle had a relationship. And, I look, Kevin as an athlete was one thing, but Kevin as the man was another thing. Kevin was, he was just an all around a good man. You know what I'm saying? His athletic abilities were unmatched. But for me, Kevin was there when I lost my mind. Like he was more like a brother,
Yeah.
And that just when that was I don't necessarily to produce that. It'll like that city again. And I'm not saying they won't. And for that generation, when those guys do come, they'll recognize them like we recognize Kevin and Henry, But that Kevin was a special brother.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Well, tell us about your experience in high school, playing basketball in high school. Jeff, can you hear me? Ladies and gentlemen, we are having problems again. Some kind of way we're going to make it through this. Thank you for your patience. Jeff, can you hear me?
My sophomores, I had.
Jeff, you're gone, man. You're gone. Can't hear you. Can't hear you, Jeff. Can't hear you, man.
Yeah, I said I could see and I could hear you.
Yeah, you're pretty much you out again, man.
Yeah, it must be this phone, man. That's this piece of shit. This is the Apple 7 Plus.
Oh,
so,
okay.
No doubt that it probably needs to be replaced, but yeah.
Yeah, I think so, bro. hey, see if you can get back on one more time, man. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Can you hear me, Jeff?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. That's a little bit better. Yeah.
Can you see me?
What? I can see you. Yeah. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about your years playing ball at Annapolis High. How was your days at Annapolis High playing ball? You played under Al Larimore, right? Or was it Brady?
No. I came to Annapolis High in 70. I played 70, 78, 78, 79, 79, 80. I think I played Brady's first year as the head coach.
Okay.
I as a sophomore, we had to try out for JV. I played in two or three exhibition games as a sophomore, and then I don't know whether it was the first or second week, but Brady called the house, and I wasn't home, and he told my mother that I needed to report to practice at 7:00 in the morning, and that's when I was moved up to the varsity. So I never played JV as a sophomore. I only played those exhibition games. So I played varsity from the regular season, my sophomore, junior, and senior year. But it was my that first year was kind of weird because on the other also the team was my cousin, the other Jeff Brown. So the beginning, that was weird because if I got in and scored, you had two Jeff Browns in the box score. And then they started using my nickname Bones. So I'd be Jeff Bones.
Okay.
Went on to I was. It took just people actually thought Moan Brown because that's how I was identified. So it was, I playing at Annapolis because I had, experience of gone again.
Okay. Okay. Can you hear me well? Jeff, Jeff, look, we're gonna have to try to invite you back on another day, man, because right now, you're in and out. It's just not working. So we communicate, and you let me know when you can come back, and we'll do this again. Okay. Appreciate you being on the show, Jeff, but we have to do this again. Okay. Jeff.